One of Indez's security guards. He looks pretty harmless, except for that wild look in his eyes.
Cheers to Bent Svensson.
Cheers to... Who is Ben Svensson?
Some crackpot scientist and eco-terrorist. Almost got me out of a job, the nutbag.
He should be quartered and hung. That's what I would do.
Not just you, Lars, not just you. What can I do for you, stranger?
Tell me more about this Svensson.
There's not much more to say. Unkempt gray hair, mustache, runs around in a lab coat all the time, talks gibberish. He's a laughing stock.
Then why is he so dangerous?
Turned out he was playing Frankenstein with swamp grass. Wanted to take over the energy market and put Indez out of business.
Mean piece of work.
He's got a son, too. Name's Duva. That one's really dangerous.
Duva, eh? Never heard of him.
Maybe Ben Svensson isn't as bad as that.
Don't let his appearances deceive you. He's an energy imperialist of the worst kind.
Maybe his energy is better for the world than Indez's energy.
Pure imperialistic propaganda. I tell you, those self-appointed do-gooders just want to ruin the market. If they had any say in it, we wouldn't have private armies anymore either. And then I'd be out of a job for good.
Let's not paint such a bleak picture, shall we?
Right. Bent Svensson is dead. Case closed.
You don't seem to be as drunk as the others.
Luck. Pure luck. The others must guess which suit I'm holding up. So far, they got 1 right out of 4. I'm sure Lady Luck's smiling on me today.
She probably studied statistics, too. You're not playing?
No. I'm just looking at my cards. The beer's out, and we can't play without beer.
That's good. You've had more than enough.
True for them, but not for me.
We'll get you. You just wait and see.
How? Without beer?
Do you work at the power plant?
Everyone round here's working for the power plant. I had the graveyard shift at the eastern gate, and I want to get back to the barracks and catch some Z's.
But
our boat broke down and the mechanic hasn't gotten here yet. Wouldn't be all that bad if I wasn't wasting my time.
I am a mechanic.
You're not a mechanic. You're a scientist. Mechanics either wear oil-smeared coveralls or carry around pipe tongs.
You've got ideas.
Well, you recognized me as a violent elite soldier too, right? It's the equipment that counts.
Is the river the only access route to the power plant?
We also have a heliport, but that is only for Indez and his business partners.
And over land?
It's a minefield.
A minefield?
Those who are successful have enemies, and if you are clever to boot, you hire security experts like me.
Indez has a private army?
Yes, the cream of the crop, and also the most expensive.
I hope he has enough money left for reactor safety.
Why? We are the reactor safety. We see to it that no eco-fundamentalist can get into the power plant and mess things up.
So ecology is worse than radioactivity.
Now you sound like one of those who always want to discuss everything. I'm just doing my job.
Have fun.
We will.
How tasteless. Well, at least they didn't throw their waste into the forest. I see. It covered a hole. I can see through it to the other side. He's drunk. I wonder if that changes him somehow. You are playing a drinking game?
Yep. Wanna join?
I want you to become sober and help.
We are helping. We're helping, see? Benicio draws a card and we guess the suit. If we're right, he has a drink. And once he's drunk enough, we'll steal his clothes. Very simple.
How's it going with the plan?
We are out of beer.
But what's the score?
Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
If Sally sells seashells by the cheese store.
More beer. We need more beer. We'll get him.
How's it going with the plan?
We are out of beer.
But what's the score?
Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
If Sally sells seashells by the cheese store.
More beer. We need more beer. We'll get him.
You'll not get far in this state.
Why? Where do I want to get to?
You wanted to come with us to the power plant to write an article about us.
Oh, why don't you just tell me what happened afterwards?
That's assuming we make it out alive.
See, that's why I'm getting hammered.
Are all your articles secondhand?
Not all of them. Most of it is my own work.
So you make up the stories. Why doesn't that surprise me?
Hey, I can't sell the truth if it won't make the cover. So what if an old lady becomes a hot blonde and a monk becomes a murderer?
And what do you make of two drunken good-for-nothings?
Holmes and Watson.
Can you lend me some money?
Why me?
Because you were the only one to exchange money at the heliport.
Oh, damn it, you got me. Here, take it, but don't spend it all at once, will ya?
Thanks. I'm not going to watch this any longer. It's not much, but it should be enough for now. Will that be enough for a call?
Sure, that'll be enough for several calls. And Dez is paying the bill anyway.
And what did I give you the money for?
Service charge.
What's that good for? Away with it. Luckily, someone thought of storing it in a cool place. If we are still alive 1 week from now, I'll buy a round, but certainly not of this swill. No thanks, I've already taken more than enough bottles. A swamp boat. That could be our ticket to the power plant. Ah, there's the plate with the boat type. Amazon Buggy C600. This is the manual for the swamp boat. And there's the number of a service hotline below the title. I'll memorize that, just in case.
Hands off!
All right, all right. I don't like it at all. Excuse me, is that your boat?
None of your business.
May I ask you a question anyway?
No. Bugger off.
I'd like to take a closer look at the boat.
Only us and technical staff may get on the boat. You don't look like no technical staff, and you're none of us. Get lost.
It's much lighter than it looks. A pity. Tools. See?
So?
I'm a mechanic, specialized in airboats. May I take a look?
A Bible doesn't make a pope. First, you gotta tell me what engine we're using.
A Dunham ZX7.
Nice try, but the Dunham is a fogger motor.
How would you know?
I killed vermin on a plantation before I came here.
And now you're in Emilio Indez's private army. Interesting career choice.
Nah, I'm still doing the same thing. The vermin just got bigger.
I see.
Good. I'll talk to you once you've answered my question. What kind of engine does the boat have?
How should I know if you don't even let me on the boat?
All our boats were delivered with the same engine. If you know one, you know 'em all. You don't seem to know none. And now, get off my back.